Holy shit. This is very Malcolm in the Middle. Oh, this is amazing.
Worse than the costumes Mom made us the year we got typhus.
That's not exactly how I remember it.
You probably suppressed a lot of the trauma. Whoa! Thinking from Mexican wrestlers.
Me gusta mucho.
They're so dorky.
Okay, but just remember.
This is making me so happy.
Family. You cut us off at the knees sending in that missile.
Now we know who we're dealing with.
Hey, there he is. The guy who almost got murdered by his own murder squad.
Don't use the last 5 years as an excuse to be a coward.
Maybe it's a good thing you were here when your mother died. Because clearly you don't have the stomach for this job.
Fuck him! Holy shit!
Get her off my base.
Jimmy! Yes! The dream team! Let's go!
Is there something I can do for you, Wanda? Do you want something changed?
No, it's fine.
Okay, that's not creepy. Oh, she's... Okay. That's...
Yo, magic! The snack for survivors. Come to town unexpectedly, create tension with the brother-in-law, stir up trouble with the Rugrats, and ultimately give you grief. I mean,
What happened to your accent?
what happened to yours?
Mm.
I got shot like a chump in the street for no reason at all, and next thing I know, I heard you calling me.
Next stop, Cavity Town.
Right on, little dude! Got super speed!
I do?
Yeah!
The aura doesn't seem to be as strong out here. All these people are just... Vision! It's Vision! Agnes?
Town Square Scare. Where is it? Took the wrong turn. Got lost. You're one of the Avengers. You're Vision.
I do want help. It wasn't Avenger.
What? I did.
No, no. Why would you think that?
Because you are
Because I'm
dead. 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 All is lost.
Agnes. Agnes, please. Agnes.
Ugh, witch cackle. Ugh.
Okie dokie, neighbor.
Oh my god, Catherine Hahn, you're so good! I'm gonna pause it because I have theory. I mean, I know I could talk about this later, but I just want to say this right off the bat. The fact that it's Agnes that did all that is just so curious because everyone, or at least some people, are already thinking that she's bad, and now I think that was just a way to create even more doubt in Vision's mind, and the fact that she's the only one that actually used Wanda's name when everyone else just used her when it comes to breaking out. Nope. Don't believe that for a second. Vision! Vision! Be careful, sweetie! I don't know what's gonna happen to you once you break through!
You've gone through the boundary twice already, Monica. The energy inside has rewritten your cells on a molecular level twice. It's changing you.
Where were you hiding all these kids up till now?
What?
I assume they were all just sleeping peacefully in their beds. I'm not some stranger. I'm not your husband. You can talk to me.
She's just there to gather information. No. Why?
I'm fine.
Whoa.
Are you helping him? Stop! He's gonna hurt!
His dad's in trouble. Oh, what are you gonna do?
Whoa, Billy. Mom!
Yes!
Your dead husband could die twice. It's moving. Go, 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 go.
Is she bringing them in? She's bringing them in. Yes, he's okay. Oh no, Darcy! Oh, Darcy, I hope you're okay in there. Wanda, you can't... No! Are you... Why does it end? And it just... And am I gonna look for an after credit scene like a dummy? Yes, because every episode I will continue to do that. There probably might be something at the end of last episode, but for now, yeah, no, there isn't. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty, so I went through the episode and wrote down everything major on my trusty index card. Hopefully I didn't miss anything too big, but if I did, no, I don't think I missed anything too big. Normally I remember everything, or at least I get all of my rambles out, and if there's anything too major, I'll post a comment about it. Anyway, so going back to the very beginning, we had a Malcolm in the Middle-esque opening, or at least that's what it felt like to me, with the camera going through, the music in the background, the titles on the bottom of the screen showing the character names were moving like that. Even the entire portion of the episode that was in Westview seemed very Malcolm in the Middle, talking to the camera, that whole thing. So I'm wondering if that was the show that they were parodying this week. And then also at the beginning we had fun family dynamic for very short time. Nice little WandaVision moment with them teasing each other. It's very cool to see Tommy and Billy have their personalities formed, and we kind of get how they are with each other and with their with the entire family. And then fun Uncle Pietro just zooming around. I had the biggest smile on my face watching him run around. I mean, it's always cool to see that, but it's so cool to see like Evan Peters and the Marvel, so dope. Okay, but yeah, fun family dynamic. And then also, quick thing before I get into Out of Westview, the classic costumes. And I remember seeing a very quick still of Wanda in her classic costume in the Super Bowl ad last year. So I knew it was coming, but it was still fun to see. And then Vision's, the gym shorts over the tights were just awesome. Loved it so much. Okay, so Out of Westview, we go right into Tyler being a dick. I hate him. He's just like so annoying. I just don't understand why he's thinking, you know what, we should try to stop Wanda at all costs, when we already tried to launch a missile at her and it failed horrifically. And you're thinking that Wanda is doing all this. She created enough power to trap an entire town in a hex, but you know what? We can do it. Like, no! And also, not listening to Monica, who has, like he said, history with people with superpowers, has just an understanding. She was in the hex, but no, won't listen to her. And then he kicked the Dream Team out, but luckily the Dream Team were able to fight back. Jimmy's awesome, just punch, and then, so cool. And then Darcy going, why did no one tell me the plan, was very, very nice. I hope we see more of this trio, just in general. Like, I would love to see more of this trio and further Marvel stuff. And then going back to Westview, it's trick-or-treating time, and we ran into Herb, who asked Wanda if anything needs to be changed, or if he would like to do anything for her. Now, anytime that a character, or specifically so far Agnes and Herb, ask Wanda if anything needs to be done, she just looks so confused and so kind of like, what are you talking about, you know? And that's why I'm so convinced it's not her that is actually doing everything. I mean, obviously she has a huge influence over everything considering the ending of the episode, but the technicalities, the in between the layers, I don't think it's her. And also, no one was around her whenever Herb was asking. She could have easily been like, oh yeah, you know what I mean, you go do this, or go check up on Vision, or something like that. You know, I just don't know. Unless they're doing like a sneaky, not showing the actual motivations of the characters while no one else is on screen. But I don't feel like they're doing that. I may just be a big fan of Wanda and I keep giving her the benefit of the doubt. But also, I believe her. I believe her when it comes to this stuff. We also kind of got an explanation on how Quicksilver came into everything. I rewatched that scene once over again, and if I missed something or if I got something wrong, sorry about that. But Pietro said that he was shot on the street for no reason, heard Wanda calling, and came. Now, there is a lot of questions on how this version of Pietro is here. It could be the fact that, yeah, her actual brother is dead. Like, you can't bring him back. So she grabbed the alternate universe or the multiverse version of Pietro, and now he's here. And now it's a matter of like how much of, like, he obviously doesn't, I don't know, like, he has this awareness where he's saying like, oh, you know, for the fun holiday episode and all these things, but I don't know. I feel like he would say something if it was like Peter. You know what I mean? If he was remembering just himself as a character from the X-Men movies. So obviously there is something going on with that. I just don't know what. And then what else? Oh, Tommy got powers. Tommy can zip, zip, zip. And I was wondering when they were going to get their powers. And this is they introduced it so well. With Tommy just seeing his uncle go around. He's like, oh man, I hope and then he gets to do it. That was nice. And then we'll go to Vision, who is getting closer to Ellis Avenue. And I'm wondering if the name Ellis has anything to do with anything, or if it's just me overthinking street names. But, you know, with this show, you can't blame me. With the girl, and she kept putting the thing in, and then the tears streaming, and everyone's kind of frozen. And I think that's because the closer you are to the edge of the hex, obviously the control isn't going to be as strong. And that's why everyone's kind of frozen, not knowing what to do, and also not being themselves and not being their characters, so they're just stagnant. And then we had a brilliantly acted scene by Kathryn Hahn. Holy shit, she is so good. I've been waiting for this moment for her. I mean, I have a feeling there's going to be another moment, but just I love it when actors get a chance to go quickly from emotion to emotion, and her showing just, you know, being like very like, oh, I'm trying to get to town square, to Vision, you're the Avenger. Oh, what do you do? Oh, no. And then like crying and then laughing. Oh, it was so good. That's why I love the show Westworld, because it has a lot of that. It has a lot of quick changes of emotion, especially in season 1. But Kathryn Hahn, just fucking awesome. And also, I said in the episode, I put it in the reaction, but the fact that she mentions Wanda by name, and it's to Vision, who she knows is already doubting everything, sort of, and it's just too convenient. The fact that it's her that is, you know, showing these true colors or doing this thing. I think it's an act. And also the fact that, I don't know, I just don't trust her at all. I just don't trust her, and I don't trust that. Even the fact that we don't have a real identity for her. You know, on the board, they were, in episode 4, they were saying like, oh, this is Herb, and he's played by, or this is Mr. and Mrs. Hart. They are played by, you know, all this stuff. We never got that with Agnes. That's weird. We also never got that with Dottie. She wasn't even on the board. Now, it could be one of those things where it's like she's just off camera, but why not show her? So with no real identities for those two, and they were very heavily going like Agnes, and she's been a prominent character since the beginning, so I just don't trust her. And then we had some information on Monica's medical report, and her cells have changed on a molecular level. Got it. Molecular level. And Darcy's like, you probably shouldn't go back in there, but Monica, being Monica, is like, fuck that, I'm going in. So I don't know what that means. It's a little scary. I hope it's nothing too bad or permanent or anything like that. And I'm wondering if Darcy and the rest of Westview's actual just people that are in there right now, if their cells are going to get changed, or if it's because Monica has gone in there, like she went in there once and then she got thrown out again. So she's been through the hex twice. But then again, everybody will be through the hex twice because eventually this is not, I mean, it's going to get solved. I mean, not everything, but, you know, the town is not going to be under control, I don't think, by the end of the season. So I don't know about that. And then I have a quick little theory, or not a theory, but a thought. This could just be because it's Monica's character, and I would really like that, but she is so much advocating for Wanda, being like, we have to figure out why. We have to, like, talk to her as if she's just another person, and I love that. And I'm wondering if it's a part of her character or if something else is going on there. The fact that she connected to Wanda and maybe she's feeling some of Wanda's emotions, and that's why she's so heavily going, we need to make sure that she's okay. I don't know about that. That's just a little bit of a thought. And then Pietro keeps asking Wanda questions like, oh, where did all these kids come from? Where have you been hiding them? I'm like, oh, this is all very impressive with you just doing all this stuff. And Wanda just looks so confused. And I'm thinking, like, is it just because he is someone else from just something that wasn't supposed to happen is asking all these questions? Or if it's something through the nefarious plot of going on and everything like that. I don't know. Also, Dead Pietro was not fun to watch. Again, why, Marvel? Why, WandaVision? It was awful. And then, probably the most chaotic part of the... Yeah, this was definitely the most chaotic part of the episode. Vision started to go through the wall, and then he started to break apart. Which I hated, because that was the one thing that I was scared about. I didn't... Everyone's kind of wondering what happens to Vision if he leaves the Hex, and it seems like we figured that out. It's the breaking apart, like he's dead. But what Tyler said that Wanda resurrected him, so that's also very confusing. I just don't even understand, like, how, like, what the fuck is going on there? But anyway, Vision gets out. Billy is like, oh, he hears, and he gets powers. He hears his father in trouble, and he goes to his mom and is like, oh, there's soldiers, all these things, and then Wanda starts to expand the Hex. So now it is everywhere, surrounding, it is getting bigger. I don't think at the end of the episode it stopped, it is just continuously getting bigger. Obviously she can't do the whole world. Hell, the end of Ellis Avenue, things are already breaking down, but then again, it can't just be all her, because last episode, she was saying, do you really think I'm doing all of this? And yes, and also no, I don't know. But right now, at the very end, Tyler, 2 other unknown soldiers, Jimmy and Monica are out. They are racing out. I mean, hopefully they get out. Well, not necessarily Tyler, but hopefully Monica and Jimmy get out, because they're the only people that can do anything from the outside anymore, because Darcy is also in there. It just, her reaction was so good. It's like, son of a bitch. Like, that was so great. Oh, I love Darcy Lewis. But, yeah, and then the episode ended, and, well, wait. At the very end, Wanda opened her eyes and her power, like, she stopped her powers. So, I think the boundary probably stopped at a certain point. I don't know. But now that Vision has some awareness, or more awareness, is like going outside, he's breaking apart, hearing about the Avengers, I'm hoping that he, like, goes to Wanda and is like, hey, please tell me what's going on. Like, I want to be on your side, but you have to communicate. And that's the thing. I think if Wanda says, hey, as much as she remembers, bam, you know? And also, can't Vision like, tell if Wanda, oh, well, no, that's hard because they both have powers and he could think that, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. And I think that's a great ending note for this episode is, I don't know. That's a great ending note for every episode, really. Okay, so... well, that was a great episode, but they're all great. I'm super excited. We have 3 more left. Yeah, 7, 8, 9. We have 3 more left. No, it's so sucky that we only have 3 left. But I am very excited to watch more, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed the episode. A lot of fun. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next week for more WandaVision. Oh, man. I hit my elbow off the thing. It shook the camera. No. Bloopers.